the winds are buffeting us like crazy still. I mean, I know that they say they've got this fire contained and they've got it back down to hot spots, but the wind is just continues to be insane. Now, this fire is one of the first ones that popped off early this afternoon. It started during the noon hour, and we're at 5 o'clock now. So that means that they've been battling these fires in this whole entire 1 to 2 square mile area for 5 hours, and they're not even done yet. Now, this area where we're standing right now is Dunnup and Old Corpus Christi, but it's also impacting Southton Road and that kind of thing. So, and there are other dangerous fires around the county. So now they say that it's down to hot spots, and we continue to see smoke on the horizon, but they say some of the smoke that we're seeing is actually from backfires that they started to get out ahead of the fire so that they could contain it. You know, when the fire is racing across the countryside, if they've already got a backfire and the vegetation is already burned off, then they stop the fire in its tracks. So that's really good. With regard to the tally here at this fire ground, they're saying 4 homes and a shed. There are obviously people here waiting to get back into the fire ground who don't even know if they still have fires to return to. Now, we talked to San Antonio Fire Chief Valerie Frausto just a little while ago, and we asked her what her biggest challenges were, and she said, in one word, it's wind.
Definitely the wind. It is extremely challenging, and right when we think we have it contained, you know, there's hot spots that units continuously try to extinguish, and it's just it's very difficult to contain a fire like this, especially with wind speeds. We have gusts up to 40 miles per hour, and they're expected to sustain that speed till probably this evening sometime. Yes.
Any idea how long?
Now, Chief Frausto says crews from all of these agencies, the city, the county, some state resources, will be here throughout the night to make sure that this fire stays contained and that it doesn't flare up again. The only final thing that I will say is that while these roads continue to be closed in the area, they're not letting people back in until they get it fully contained. And some of these closures are not on Google Maps. So people getting off work, if they haven't been paying attention, you may not be able to get back in. There is a shelter available. And it's just important, if you don't need to be here, to stay away from this area, because just moments ago we saw a tender come through here going out to get more water. So there are first responders on the road, and it's important to stay out of their way. Live in Southeast Bexar County, Sue Kalberg, KENS 5.